two full super blue moons, Mercury retrograde and Uranus retrograde. August energy is amplified and super jam-packed, full of emotions, feelings, things that are being revealed and allowing or insisting, however you want to view it, an intentional pause for you to slow down in specific areas of your life. The purpose of this month is to reveal and enlighten you, to have you slow down and go back over and revise or rethink some projects or activities so you can fine-tune and tweak them to better yourself so you can move forward again, better with this area of your life with ease and grace. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with willowgracemystic.com, and this is your astrology forecast for August 2023. So let's dive in. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, we start the month off on August 1st with a super full moon in the sign of Aquarius. I first look to your fourth house of home, family, roots, foundation, your property, because the sun is there, and the sun is illuminating the top of your chart. Now the top of the chart is where your moon is at. That is your 10th house. The 10th house is you in the outside world, associated with your career, your public recognition, your honors, your legacy, things that you want to leave behind. And in the sign of Aquarius is progressive, humanitarian, and innovative. And so you have all of these topics with some kind of ending. There's going to be endings or culminations with this area of your life, and it could manifest with an ending of a career or transferring from one job to another, or it could be resigning, being fired, or something that has to do with the public attention being on you, and it's going to slow down and it's going to stop. As we move forward, remember that the full moon, it brings about these changes that help you to get closer to where you ultimately want to be. You can feel more in tune to your eccentric side at this time, and you're going to want to strive to be more independent, and that could cause what the exit or the full moon could be. Since it's a supermoon described as a full moon that's as very, very close to the earth, and so it can appear much bigger in the sky, and the spiritual energy from it is often amplified. So this can illuminate and reveal a little bit more drama than normal in your life. As we move forward onto the 16th, we're going to have this new moon. So when the moon comes around and we have the sun and the moon conjunct together, the sun is still illuminating your home, your family, what's going on. And now you want to have these new moon intentions that have to do with either understanding genealogy, wanting a new home, diving into something that has to do with your home. Now, Venus is retrograde there. Venus retrograde is having you go back and rethink, review, reevaluate some area of your life that has to do with cash and property, things that you love, people, places, and it'll be related to your home. So go back over and look through, what did you used to have in your home, or what do you want to, and it could be refurbishing something within your home, but it will be something, it will be something that has to do with your home, and then starting these new moon intentions of, this is what we used to live in, this is what I want to move towards, or this is what I want it to look like in the end. Now, as we move forward to the 23rd, on the 23rd, we're going to have the sun move into the sign of Virgo. Now, the sun represents yourself, your ego. So in the sign of Virgo is the taskmaster. So expect tasks and chores and structures and everything to take precedence. And during the season, it's about focusing on what needs to be done and breaking it into smaller chunks in order for you to get it done. Now, Mercury is stationing retrograde on the same day. Mercury asks you to go back and rethink, reevaluate, redo that part of your life. The sun in your 5th house of fun, joy, children, and Mercury retrograde going back, all of this is, what projects did you used to do that brought you joy? Or this could be a child coming back in. This could be like the child moved away, they moved back in. Or this is a project that with art or music, something that you had already started, and now maybe you go back and you revisit it, or you finish these projects. You have an activity that you enjoy doing, and in order for you to move on to the next level, you have to go back and finish. Remember that Mercury retrograde says, I want you to do well, but you have all these half-done projects. Finish them all so you can move forward with more ease and more grace. As we move forward to the 28th, on the 28th, we're going to have Uranus in Taurus stationing retrograde. Now, Uranus has been in your first house of self for a very long time, and it was activated by the nodes and these eclipses like for the last year and a half, bringing shocking changes to who you are, how people view you, what you are called, how you look. Now, with Jupiter there, Jupiter is going to expand some things, but Uranus moving backward in the sign of Taurus, is going to be here for the rest of 2023. Traditionally, this is a time when the changes will now start to slow down. It'll feel a little bit better because up to this point, you've had to pivot quickly for all of these quick changes that you've been going through. Uranus is electric and it's very fast paced. And so now slowing down, you can adjust to what has already happened to you up to this time. And you can put together plans for that you can adjust to for the future. Uranus is where you see the brilliance, and you may now find a way of how can I make use of all these changes that I have been through. And then we move to the 30th, 31st, depending on where you are, and we're going to have the sun, again, is still in your fifth house of your joy and children and art and creativity. But now it's illuminating and revealing some things that have to do with your friends, your social circles, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Now it's in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is watery and it's intuitive and it wants to be at one with the universe. And so this, again, it's considered a blue moon because it's the second one of the month, second lunation. So there's going to be these major endings, and it's going to be connected to intuition, your subconscious, and in the 11th house, there could be a friend who moves away, or maybe you leave a group in wanting to go to another one that's more closely related to your new aspirations. A full moon could be these groups, maybe the project is done, it's over with, and so now it's time for you to leave it and find new ones. It could be friends moving away, something to do with work, but literally it is some things are going to be revealed, and it's you realigning back onto a new path because this part has ended. So, as always, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in your life in the comments below. And for an individual reading, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.